What it is, what it do. It's your asshole opinion. Right back at you. Coming live, man. And look, they say on the news they got drones over Jersey. Drones over Jersey. Everybody need to be on high alert and lookout. They say these things bigger than SUVs flying through the sky. Now, what's something bigger than an SUV flying through the sky in the form of a drone need to be doing in the American airwaves? I don't know. Sounds like some war type shit where niggas gonna be blowing up shit or something. I don't know. But by way of Fox News, you know what I'm saying? About an hour ago, they had breaking news stating that drones over New York may be linked to Iranian mothership, and that's by way of congressman. We're gonna get right into that and see what they got to say. We have objects in the sky that are the size of an SUV over any city, over any state. It's an invasion of our airspace. In focus now, Republican Congressman Jeff Van Drew of New Jersey, member of the House Judiciary Committee on the Hill right now. How do you address this at this point? Well, here's the real deal, Harris. I'm also on the Transportation Committee, on the Aviation Subcommittee, and I've gotten to know people. And from very high sources, very qualified sources, very responsible sources. Now, this is Jeff Van Drew, Republican New Jersey Congressman. To tell you the real deal. Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off, I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones. It's everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly. Now, we know there was a probability it could have been our own government. We know it's not our own government because they would have let us know. It could have been some really glorified hobbyists that were doing something unbelievable. They don't have the technology. But let's pretend that's possible. The third possibility was somebody, an adversarial country, doing this. Know that Iran made a deal with China to purchase drones, motherships, and technology in order to go forward. The sources I have are good. They can't reveal who they are because they are speaking to me in confidentiality. These drones should be shot down. Whether it was some crazy hobbyist that we can't imagine, or whether it is Iran, and I think it very possibly could be, they should be shot down. We are not getting the full deal, and the military is on alert with this. Look, you've given... Man, New Jersey Congressman gonna say he think it's Iranian mothership. They flying shit in the sky up in Jersey, man. I don't know what to say. Should we just all go in and get our guns out right now and go do like he's saying, just shoot them down? What up, Court? Man, I just seen this wild shit on the news, and I just, you know what I'm saying? I don't even do no live, but I said, damn, it's the world of worlds type shit. You know what I'm saying? Where they think the aliens coming or something. They got drones, they say the size of SUVs, flying in the sky of New Jersey. And this congressman said, hey, man, y'all need to shoot this shit down. I wouldn't even be trying to shoot the shit down because, if they that big drones, well, they might have explosives in it. That might be what they want a nigga to do. Shoot that shit down. Shit start exploding in the sky and shit. Y'all need to figure out how this shit got in the sky. Why is this shit flying around in the sky? For real, for real. Come up here and join me, Court. Get your ass up here. Come holler at your boy. Give me something to talk about. Let me pull in some hours with you. You go live. Let me come, you know what I'm saying, entertain you. I'm the co-host. You the host. Shit. Shoot that link. Cause I ain't got nothing to talk about. I'm not that lively gentleman that's gonna be talking loud, disrespectful, you know, all that. Nah, I just think this is some crazy shit right here. People need to be aware of this while they online talking all that crazy shit. Then they start seeing drones flying over their goddamn houses and shit. They ain't paying attention to the news. Giving us some pretty dire information just here, and I want to make sure that our viewers are digesting this. Iran has the capability to pull up along our eastern seaboard and launch drones the size of an SUV into the skies of several states, particularly New Jersey, where we know the incoming president has a large home.
Also in the same
Ain't got
county
no
or
link.
nearby
That's
where
why I
some of
told you
these
to go
drones in New
live.
Jersey have been seen. That capability.
I ain't got no link. I don't even know how to do no link. Let me look here. Settings. Nah. Guess. You supposed to be telling me how to do this shit. I ain't never used this string yard. Guess. Yeah. You know what? I just looked up and seen that. I ain't. Yeah. I think that's a meme or some shit. I think I had on there from a while back. Man, I don't even be paying no attention. Believe you me. All right, here go my link right here. Let me copy my link. I'm gonna shoot it to you right now. She said, "Look, you got this goddamn white girl up in your pic." I can't even shoot this link. I swear I hate this iPhone. Shit. Mm-mm-mm. Let me see. You see that? Man, it still didn't come up. I don't know what to tell you. It ain't popping up. There you go. Come on, let your boy. Tell me what you're doing this Wednesday afternoon. Change that damn pic. God damn. Change it to what? I might have to step out to change it.
Because he was spitting out apple juice. Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
It take you too damn long. You can change that damn picture. I'm not gonna be sitting up here looking at a white girl smoking a cigarette.
I don't know how to change it.
You is a lot. How you get it on there?
I don't even remember. It's been so long for real. Cause I used to come up here with my it used to be a dude that used to go live, Trigger Man, Bang Bang. You know him? You seen him before?
Yeah, he still goes live, thankfully.
Yeah, I used to go up on there with him, and I had this picture for a little minute, so I don't even remember how that shit got up on me.
Hmm.
You have to instruct me, give me direction. You know?
So what you do is you click on your picture, right? And when you
Okay.
click on your picture,
Okay.
it'll say edit edit audio avatar.
No, I don't say that. It say remove from stage, solo, layout, and mute. Click on my picture. Yep, that's what it says.
It says what?
It says remove from stage, solo layout, or mute.
Why I only got three different things on there?
That's all it got for me. Maybe I'm a guest
Mm-mm-mm.
or something. Maybe I ain't got no account. I just came up here.
Oh, so yeah, you a guess. That's basically what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga. Mm-mm-mm-mm. That's why you need to go ahead and pay for StreamYard.
Pay for it. How much is it? I ain't never
No,
looked
I said you
into it.
can right now. Huh?
Huh?
What'd you say?
You said I need to go ahead. What?
I said you need to go ahead and pay for StreamYard.
Yeah, I ain't looked into none of that shit. Nigga. I just be coming up there when they invite motherfuckers to a panel and shit. You feel me? I be having shit to do. So how's your day going so far?
Yeah. Well,
How's your
we about to get off of here and go on mine because I can't be looking at this shit. Uh-huh.
Yo, you hating on my profile pic?
Uh-huh. I can't look at this.
You can't look at that.
Uh-uh.
What's it
Uh-uh.
doing to you?
I don't know, baby. Hmm. I don't know. I gotta look at a calendar and tell you how many days we got.
You went live today?
I went live last night and you knew that because you asked me was I still live and you didn't come to the
Oh no,
panel.
I went to sleep, Shorty. I went to sleep. I caught. You did go live last night. I did know that because I caught it this morning. I watched it this morning. Uh,
Hmm.
nah, I checked with you, nigga. I laid it down, man. I had things doing. Me and my kids was in here talking, doing shit, discussing shit. You know what I'm saying? All night. No TV type shit. You know.
Hmm. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, but you seen it. Don't be trying to say that I go live. You know I didn't go live this
Nah,
morning.
I'm saying I didn't. I seen it this morning. I asked you, did you go live today? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm, I ain't went live today yet.
Oh.
I was gonna go a little bit earlier, like at 1, but I don't know what I ended up doing. I ended up doing something else.
Yeah, your chat was popping though. Yeah, I caught that in the replay, man. Your chat was popping.
Yeah, these last few lives has been. This last couple of lives have been lit. Now I just been like, okay. Keep doing this every day, and they'll keep getting litter and litter. And then I'm finna start going live on the wall, and then add more people.
I just think you probably need to, you know what I'm saying? I can discuss with you like right now because you ain't on yours, so when you go on yours. But what I be noticing, this I take notice of things. So I see like certain people be getting a lot of traction in the mornings or probably like afternoons. That late night, that's gonna be popping. You feel me? But I guess like when people waking up afternoon and that late night, that should be getting a lot of traction. Cause I like when I'm getting my kids up and shit, I might play something and check a few lives or whatever, and I'll be looking at the little numbers and the interactions in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So I guess some people done caught on to that drift. So they put they timing and they schedule to them times of the day.
Yeah. Like that one live I did like real early in the morning. I don't know, were you on there? That one time it was like 8 or something.
Probably was. That's probably when I
30.
caught you. Yeah, that's probably when I caught you.
No, you had been on there. You had called me like at night one time,
No,
and
I'm
then
saying
the next day.
that's probably when I caught you in the morning is when I caught you on live. You see what I'm saying? When I was like,
Um,
oh shit, and you came across my timeline or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's what I'm saying. Like that shit get good traction too. Them hours. I
but
seen last night
that
though when
time,
I watched it this morning. When I watched it this morning, I seen you had like what I'm saying. The live chat was popping, the panel was popping. I was like, oh shit, it was nice what you had last night. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, you should have been there.
Yeah, nah, it was me and family time.
I get it.
I'm gonna probably have some more of that shit today. I seen that new that new Star Wars then came out. You know what I'm saying? So we probably watch
Mm-mm.
that, see what they talking about in that.
I ain't no Star Wars person.
Hey man, we gotta stay in the everything. If they like Dragon Ball and all this other type stuff, they might like that too. I like to hip them to different things. They come
Yeah.
out, they might like it, they might not.
Hmm. And what else was you gonna say besides like the time frames?
Um, nah, that's just what I noticed lately. But I was watching yours this morning. I seen the energy. I seen what's it Don? It's had a nigga Don played. Gangster was up in there, and matter of fact, I ran into another live where Gangster popped up in there, and I had went on the panel though. Them niggas
Mm.
weren't talking about shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they started being on that internet shit, thinking niggas was watching their ass and clocking their ass and sideways hating it. And then they start saying that probably wasn't even gangster. That probably was that nigga there. And I was like, these niggas be going too hard on this internet. But nah, you had some good traction from last night. Had I known, I've been aware, I probably would have cut it short a little bit with my kid, let them do whatever the fuck. But nah, we still chilled and had a good time.
Right. And you find something, you can get it up. You stop yelling at me. No.
What time you probably gonna try to go live today?
That's probably finna go live now.
I'll call the cops.
So you gonna run that till how long?
I don't know. I might not even go now. I might wait till later on tonight. It's not like mid afternoon, like 5. Can y'all stop?
Yeah, get you a schedule. Get you a schedule for it. You know what I'm saying? Or because you can always randomly go. But if you get you like, okay, this seemed like a good time, I can go in, put about 4 hours in. I'm chill, I'm relaxed.
Hmm.
People probably ready to, you know what I'm saying, creep up on the panel. So
Right. Get find something to get it up.
Where's that? Where's the towel that you had the other day that you were getting at? You can just use that. But yeah, so both these boys is here because they sick. So I may just wait. But hell, I'll be going live when they here anyway. All of my business. It be going crazy. I probably need a nap.
yep, that probably gets you right in there. Be fresh and ready. You feel me?
Yeah, 'cause it's around my nap time. Yeah, but it was popping yesterday. And then the other night, crypto came in my life. I was, Crypto Jeezy, Gangsta Homie. Yeah, I'm cool with them.
As long as they keep supporting, that's all it's about. You know what I'm
Is that
saying?
clean? Oh.
If they keep coming through, that just means they like I told you the other day, they like the space. They like the, what I'm saying, the atmosphere. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Let's actually lost star.
Boy,
Okay, Brian, what are you doing?
he's
Why are you standing there?
he's just trying to soak it up and then he gonna wipe it. But yeah, they cool. I really fuck with them.
So what you gonna do when these goddamn big ass drones come flying around in the air?
Man, I hope they don't fly through where I'm at. Stay over there in Jersey.
Man, that shit crazy though.
Right.
I mean,
Stay
just a
right
couple
there
of
in
months
Jersey.
ago, they had like what they had. They had like balloons floating in the air, and they found out that shit was from like over there in Asia somewhere. It flew in.
Uh-huh. Jong Chong. What's his name? Young John. John.
Some shit.
What's his name?
Young Jong Yoon or some
Young
shit like
John
that.
something. Something. Whatever his name is. Yeah, he did it. He probably did this one too. Where I'm telling y'all.
With his
Yeah, I voted for the
congressman,
wrong person. He fucking up this world. I'm telling y'all. He
congressman
got
say that shit came from Iran. That's
he
what he said.
exactly. That's what I said. Putin, huh?
Nah, that's Russia. Putin is in Russia.
I
Iran is
know,
over
but
there with
that's
him.
why I said that's Putin that's doing the shit. I'm telling y'all, that man that y'all voted for is gonna fuck this world up. Y'all gonna all be slaves again, and y'all gonna be working in fields.
Wait a minute.
Y'all fucked yourself up. Y'all thought this man was here to help y'all. This nigga ain't here to help
We're gonna
y'all.
be slaves again? Yeah.
He say day one he get rid of the immigrants,
Brian,
so he
Why
can
the
have
fuck would he
American
get?
immigrants.
Brian, you
So
don't.
he
Why would
can
he
have the
get rid of the
American,
education department?
the education department. As far as what?
He said he's getting rid of the education department.
But what does that mean when you say that?
He
Because
said he's
because
getting rid of the whole education department. So who gonna take over the education department?
Well, because I don't know what you mean and what he means when he says that. Because but I do know that when you say the education department, that's a department that receives a lot of funds, but yet and still we say that like teachers are underpaid and certain schools can't get certain equipment or certain supplies of technology. So like when you go gambling in the South, a lot of these gambling casinos, money, the money that's generated, some of that goes to education. You see what I'm
Right,
saying? So
right,
a lot of times it be these little funds and these little departments that
Yes, you already got
Congress goes to meet on to see, hey, are we going to give them another such and such million this year, or are we going to dumb
selected.
it down a little or give them more? You know what I'm saying? Then they go on
And
statistics.
she
But a lot of times when it trickles down, the people still saying, hey man, we're not getting the money or the funding that we actually need to get us where we need to go. So when you tell me he's saying he's going to cut education, I don't know, what I'm saying, under what terms is he saying? Is he cutting the budget? Is he cutting the funding? Is he, you know,
She did not
because
tell
I know when you deal with these funds, bro, that shit like NASA gets so much fucking money. But if you look at NASA's now fucking with the dude that he's fucking with. What's his name? Elon Musk.
yeah,
You
that's
see what I'm
true.
saying? NASA been getting money. NASA has been getting billions and billions and billions each year, and it took a nigga out of nowhere named Elon Musk to fuck around, come out this motherfucker independently, and now NASA's trying to buy his equipment and his ideas. And so, what was y'all doing with all this money we was giving y'all every goddamn year? You see what I'm saying? So that's what I look at when you say they cut in certain departments like education, because that's one that makes a lot of money. But when you look at our like black communities, I was just telling my son the other day, it was some we was looking at, and I had them read the encyclopedia, and
Oh,
he was in the M's,
if
and it
he
said microscope. You know what I'm saying? And it had a picture of a microscope, and I asked him, I said, "You ever seen one of these?" He was like, personally, no, but I've seen them in like TV. I said, so you know what they do? And I had to break down what they do. And I read a little paragraph of it in the encyclopedia. And I told him, bro, when I was coming up like third, fourth grade, going up into the fifth and sixth grade, we had to use these in class. You know what I'm saying? We had
mm-hmm.
to we had to learn how to use them and look in them and see the little organisms and things that we had on these little clear little sheets and things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Right.
we used to have that. That used to be a requirement.
All
Now
right.
y'all ain't even required to have that. And I don't even really see y'all really come home with no books unless I tell y'all to bring y'all books home. You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
Exactly.
you know,
We used
a
to
lot of
have
this
books,
funding.
actual books, so we had to use. We used to have to, what you used to call? Damn. We used to have to do that dissecting of the pigs and the
All
frogs
the
and all that
frogs,
type of
all that. Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. And see,
We
this
used
is
to
what
have to do all
I'm
of
gonna tell
that.
you what I believe. Because we had that coming out of the 80s. We started getting that coming out of the 80s, going into the 90s, and I don't know what happened. But I do know
Hmm.
that when I was coming up, we used to learn about chemistry and science, right? And
Yeah.
we used to learn how to make things explode and blow up and what cause
Yeah. We used to
reactions
have
and come
lab
up with
classes.
reactions, right?
Yep. And
And I think
chemistry
what
and lab
happened
class.
was when you start getting them countries over there that start learning the same things we learning, they start seeing that these ain't no rich professional people that's making these explosives and doing these things. These are poor people that feel like, hey, the government is doing them wrong. We want this and that, but they know how to make this and that from simple chemistry and simple science. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like they cut that out of our education, because they start seeing, hey, they could probably start using this like these other countries is using this and becoming smarter and learning how to make their own shit. If we provide
Exactly.
this in schools, they might rebel against us. You see what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
I think that's why they started teaching us. They didn't want. They tried to dummy us down.
Because
You
I
know,
used to teach us like all forms of like, of the scale and stuff where you can, make compounds and all
all
that
that.
stuff. They don't
Yeah.
even do that no more. Like, it's crazy.
It's like you got to be super smart and then getting skipped up and then they telling you, hey, we'll send you to this good school to continue your training. You know what I'm saying? To be able to do the thing, the average shit we used to do when we was
Uh-huh.
in school. Now you got to be
Right.
super smart to do what we would. So what are you saying? So we really were smarter back then, but then you took away our funding to dummy us
Exactly.
down? Come on, bro.
Because I remember they used to be like, A and B, honor, you need the honors, the whatever, whatever. That we used to have that stuff already. Like we didn't have to have go to no smarter school or nothing like that. It was
Nah, that was
all.
the regular public school.
Mhm.
We was looking at that shit right back then, like, damn, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to do this. Now they ain't got it.
Mhm.
You know, I was just
Exactly.
talking to my little bro yesterday because I had to tell my kids turn the damn TV off, pick up a book, right? So they reading a book for like 2 hours, right?
Right.
One of them come in there and say, "Man, I'm tired. Do I got to keep reading?" Now my little brother was on the phone. He say, because off instant when we hear certain things, certain shit click in our head. He was like, "What that nigga say?" He said, "Bro, he better be glad he wasn't back there in the slave days. Shit, Master would have killed his ass. He picked up a book. Now he don't want to." I said, "Bro, that's what I'm saying. They don't want to pick up no books now, but when it was back then, when they was trying to keep us away from it, we was trying to pick that shit up. You see what I'm saying? Now
Exactly.
it's like, don't nobody want us to pick up. We don't even want to pick up the book now. You feel what I'm saying? Like I was telling my little bro, like, man, when they on that anime and they on that PlayStation, bro, I don't see nothing from them.
Mhm.
But let
They
me
be
tell them to
locked
go
up in
read a
rooms
book.
all day for hours.
Exactly. Let me tell them go read a book. They gonna come in here like every hour, like, hey, can I stop reading now? can,
Mhm.
can I put the book down now? And I'll be like, hey, bro, you don't be asking me to put the PlayStation down when you doing your gamer. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
When you on your gamer, you be in your zone. I need you to get in that zone in that book, bro. You know what I'm
And
saying?
see, and see, that's what I was saying. They're trying to dumb us down and dumb everybody down because look how our education was versus the education now. They try to make it seem like it's better just because they doing everything virtually or anything like that. But look how much they took away.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if they still do this because I ain't been in school. Even my daughter, like you used to have to learn like U.S. history, or you used to have to learn history in your state. I don't even think you have to do that no more.
Yeah, that's what I told you. I got the whole Compton. I got the 1990, probably when I had it originally, Compton encyclopedia. So
Hmm.
in each one of them, they if it come to a alphabet, they got a state in there. Like we was looking at Michigan and Minnesota, Alabama's in there and everything. You feel me? And it's
Hmm.
got the old roads, show you the highways and everything. And that was our GPS back before these computers. You feel me? So it helped you to
Right,
really learn your territory and where you going and what town you running into and this and that.
right.
But
Because we didn't
also,
have
I had
that.
to show them like, bro, do you know your capitals of your states?
Hmm.
Do you know how to read a map? Okay, well, let daddy show you how to do this, bro, if you ain't never did this. Because every time you see this star right here, that star is the capital. And every state has. So it's like, they ain't even really got to that. And I'm like, bro, you supposed to already be knowing all of this shit already. You feel me? But,
Right.
I just compare it to, you know, the age that they at when I was at it. Bro, I was learning this shit like 5 years before y'all. Y'all just come on, bro. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's like they down when we was kids, them books downloaded information in our mind. You feel what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And now it's like the computer or the console or whatever, the phone is their download, but it's only downloading what they want to program in their mind, what they're watching. You see what I'm saying?
All right.
I don't know, but I be telling them, hey man, I hope it work out for y'all. For
Right.
real, I'm here for y'all, but I hope it work out because this is y'all time.
But I mean, but really, they're trying to dumb us down. Like, and that's crazy to me because, like I said, I feel like everything has already been set up and been, kind of prepared. Um, and I feel like they're really trying to dumb us down, like how they're taking away the right for, people to have, for women to have the decision on how they, birth their children if they want to have an abortion or
I
whatever.
hate that subject. You know why? Damn, and your name Courtney. Yo, I got a best friend named Courtney from Philadelphia, right?
Hmm.
And the last time I talked to her, we had this conversation. It didn't go too well, and like we vibe like crazy. You feel me?
Hmm.
And I ain't talked to her in a minute. You feel me? But I know what the last conversation we had was, what you speaking on right now. And I didn't disagree with her, but I don't think she really kind of like how that conversation last night with not the one when I came on the Luscious panel, and it was like you
Hmm.
said, a miscommunication. Well, this
Hmm.
was really like I think she was so passionate about it, she wasn't really even trying to hear the
Hmm.
fuck I was saying. You feel what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, but then it kind of she kind of went off, and I was like, I'm not gonna. And you a woman too, so I can't really go off and be upset by what you saying. I'm just trying to get you to understand a different angle of where I think it's going. Oh,
Right.
and what I believe too, morally, because I believe that, you know, all right, I don't mind a woman doing whatever she want to do with her body, right? But then you
Hmm.
gotta ask yourself, how many times are you going just because it's an option, you're always going to go to that option of abortion? Or are you not going to say, okay, this is my body going through an abortion. I'm taking something, removing something from my body. I'm going through a procedure, adding things to be the termination of that thing that's in my body. I'm steady going through this over numerous amounts of times. So why haven't I learned yet that no, uh, don't just do it because it's an option. You see what I'm saying? Because that makes women more promiscuous in saying, "Oh, I can run around here and have sex with any and everybody because I have the option that if I get pregnant and I don't choose to have the child, I can get an abortion." You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like that kind of cuts down on the morality of a lady, of a woman. You see what I'm saying? Because your mothers in my time wasn't teaching women to even go out there and be having so much sex that you would have to have the need to have an abortion. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying?
Now
So
the thing
that's
about it is, like, I don't believe in abortion, but my thing is, if somebody has been raped by an uncle, a cousin, brother, dad, something like that, or if somebody has been raped by somebody in the streets, um, because you know that if somebody has been raped by somebody in the streets, that if that person finds out, do you know that person has legal rights to that child?
even you mean the perpetrator.
The rapist. Hmm.
Right. Right,
Yeah.
because that's still a child that was consumed by you.
Right. So that person has rights, and that's not fair. Like, you already have to deal with
The fact that
having a
happened to you.
birth,
Yeah,
a
yeah, through
child
that.
from
Yeah,
a traumatic situation, literally a traumatic situation.
and you don't want to have to relive this shit by dealing with that goddamn person that did this to you.
Exactly. And then you may end up loving your child. But even though you're looking at a child who is not part of you willingly, and you're like, anything that doesn't look like you, you're like, oh my God, that looks like that person, things like that. So you're already going through trauma, you know what I'm saying, every day of your life while you're still trying to love this child. And if this person ever found out that you had a child for them, or if this person ends up stalking you, or if this person ends up something like that and finds out, they can come try to take your child. They can come try to be a part of your child's life and get custody, like with you. And
Stop answering my phone.
that is traumatic.
Look, did it.
I would say in that sense because I told my friend that I believe it's like three reasons. I told her the three reasons would be that being one, the second being probably complications of
That would
woman
cause
during
the
birth,
yeah.
you know, and the third one being that oh, like I had just told you, I think if they're going to do it, I believe certain things should be regulated so that we won't just use that as a go-to. So, like, okay, if you've had so many over a certain many time, okay, after this many time, you might have to go get some type of whatever, training or course, or see if you want to have this because now you're not using those first two options. You're using the option of okay, I want to have an abortion. You know what I'm saying? Just because I was being promiscuous. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
I feel like I have a life, and I don't want to do because there's other options like abortion. I mean, adoption. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? But some women may not want to go through that procedure of even because they might latch on to the baby. But that's the whole thing about God and you giving birth and that whole thing of that. And that's kind of going into what you're saying too, even if something traumatic happens, because that baby isn't the what's the word? They didn't cause that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's not like, but people still have emotions and feelings, and like you say, you can look at that child and feel a certain way because of how it was conceived. So it is a touchy
Hmm.
area. It's a very touchy area that I feel like it really has to be sat down and discussed and figured out. But I still believe that when you offer it just freely like that, it does open up morality and promiscuous issues of saying, okay, if I want to live like this and do like this, you know, if you do, all right, use contraceptives, use condoms. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that you can do rather than having to go through the process of actually getting impregnated and having to say you're taking a life that has no say so in it.
Right. Well, that is true. I mean, but like I said, I don't believe in it, except for like I said, the reason that I said, and if if it's gonna cause the lady death, or like I said, if it's um, for those reasons.
Because and me saying that, you know there's another aspect where men might hit on that shit too, and they be like, well, shit, some men might be way open to it because they don't want the necessity of responsibility of a child. So that's the
Exactly.
option that they can be like, oh, she's getting an abortion, okay, great, we had a one night stand, I'm not trying to have a lifelong or years long of with a child or even child support, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's two different angles, but it's more set upon the woman because the woman does really have so much sayings. Because these days a woman can have a baby, she might not even talk to the man. The man might
Exactly.
not know till the baby come. He really didn't have no say so. So
And that is true.
that's one of those things.
And then one day the lady can just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna call child support." You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah,
And
and
women do
that's the
do that,
that's
and they
that's the
didn't even
thing.
know. And
Yeah,
that's
that's the
like that
thing. People
crazy
don't
stuff,
think about
you
it.
know?
Yeah, people don't really
Hmm.
think about it, but it occurs all the time. Whereas when you think about it, I can look at my children and actually, if I think about it now, shit, I didn't have any say so. Y'all came and I just loved you. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It
right,
is what it is. But when you looking at agreements, and that's what I be trying to teach my kids too about. You know what I'm saying? Because my mama always told me, a woman say no, that mean no. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's all open. She give you the okay. So things do happen, but nothing is really planned as far as pregnancies in like our community. You know what I'm saying? There are some where people plan on getting pregnant and they going through a stage of, what I'm saying, trying to have a baby. But nowadays it's more of it just happens, and when it happens, okay, I'm gonna let this nigga know when I'm ready. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Because you probably still trying to feel the guy out. See what you didn't do all that you were supposed to do before the sex. You see what I'm saying?
right,
And I think that's what comes along with the fact that there's no longer dating and real relationships because when a man has options of a woman, giving into him so quickly, where, why do I want to date and have a relationship when I can, be out here playing the field? with these
Exactly.
promiscuous women out here. You see what I'm saying? And it's too late when something like a pregnancy comes up when you didn't really get to know the person. And then you place that other person in a situation where now they're pregnant. They're trying to get to know the person that they might be having a baby with, but he might not even know, or you did tell him, and he's having these awkward feelings. So it's just an awkward situation when it comes to, the birth of a child. And in our community, I don't think it's too much planned. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
just we wing it. We
I
wing it.
asked you,
We
I'm gonna
go
give
with
it.
it.
You give it to me.
Right.
You told me to give it to me.
Yeah, I get that. And that's, so you gotta be, have your eyes wide open with things like that because, there's several different things. But I just feel like, a lot of this shit is an agenda. And I feel like a lot of this, taking away abortions and stuff like that, um, and just taking away, certain things, that women have rights of, um, are to help keep women on welfare, to help keep women
There
on
it is.
child care, to help keep, women on government assistance.
You know what I
So,
think that comes from?
mhm,
Budgeting of America, like census, or knowing what everybody's equal to. Because
mhm,
if you have so many people getting disabilities, everybody has a social security number. So
I
we
will.
know generally everybody who's supposed
I
to be
will.
legally born in America. Then we
mhm,
have a percentage of them that might get filed for disability,
mhm,
social security. Some of them file for government assistance,
Real quick,
low income housing. Basically, we're putting them in the category of, we know where you're at, how much money you get, how much you're going to generate, how much is being spent in your household, where you're living at based upon your income, and
mhm.
it's like you saying, being that setup of being dummied down. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
We basically have placed you into an environment where your financial status is going to keep you right here, and we know how much on paper by the number you generate. You see what I'm saying? And if you're not trying to come up out of that government assistance, or staying in that niche that they have you in, it's like, hey, we already know where you're going, and what your life is going to consist of. You're not going to do too much more than what the numbers show.
right. And so, like I said, I just feel like that is a whole ploy, to help keep, us down and to keep people on welfare or to keep people in poverty and to keep adding on to families. Like, they know a lot of people, black, white, Mexican, the low whites, the, Mexicans, black people, things like that. They know they have a lot of kids. And, they're making all these rules where, yeah, I got to do this in order to get support. You got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this. And so I was just feeling like this just a ploy to keep dumbing us down and to make us more poor and to try to control more. And that's why I said they're trying to bring us back to slavery. It may not be the same slavery, but it's going to be a version of slavery that they're going to be able to get away with now in this present time of, you
Yeah,
know,
I think we've probably been living in it for a little minute now, because this is like the preamble of it, of what
yeah,
they're trying to get to. But
right.
we've been living in it for a second, and like you say, you've probably been noticing certain things that let you know, okay, I see where we're going with this. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But
Hmm.
other people might be distracted and they don't see it. So
Exactly.
they stay doing what they've been regularly doing instead of deviating and moving a little bit differently, because I do believe it is a ploy. It's a whole lot into it, and it goes a whole lot deep. So that's why I insist on, when I'm raising my children, because it's not about me anymore. It's got to be about the next generation. If they're gonna
Hmm.
survive, they got to get certain helpful certain hints, certain tips. You know what I'm saying? Advice, and certain things I can leave with them to show them, hey man, this is how you would go about simple life. This is how you
Right.
make sure you're straight. And then as you're making sure you're straight, you're making a step ahead. You're living Don't live above your means, but be a step ahead of anything that comes in your direction. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that way you can make the right steps in moving higher and in moving further, because if we don't teach our kids the fundamentals, you know what I'm saying? Like how to live simply and not how to over budget, overspend, and save, not just save but use our cash properly.
Hmm.
Because that's what you'll see a lot of times. Everything asks for money. Now even on YouTube, people ask for cash apps, Venmo, all this. Everywhere you go, there's advertisement for toys, there's advertisement for this. You can buy new technology, TVs, this and that. You know what I'm saying? How much do we really need? Like
Right.
even rappers and celebrities and even guys on panels. Hey, my car this and my car that, and I got four, five, da 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 da. Okay, that's the lifestyle you choose to live. But my question is, if you have kids, if you don't, you're living your lifestyle for you. You know what I'm saying? You can't take none of
Exactly.
that nowhere. I hope you're happy with it. But if you do have kids, what are you instilling in them in all the funds that you have basically dished out to live this lifestyle? You know, if you fall off tomorrow, die or anything, go to jail or anything, is it going to be a burden on the baby mama, the wife, grandma, mother, or is it just you and your kids? You see what I'm saying? Are
Hmm.
they still going to be straight? You know what I'm saying? If anything happens to the breadwinner, you feel me?
Right.
That's sometimes what we don't think about a lot because we don't plan shit out. We don't think about, you know, if I die tomorrow, if I die tonight, like Pac say, shit, nigga, you know what I'm saying? It could happen at any moment. We don't want to think about it, but at the same time, those are certain things we got to plan for, not just for us. Because I feel like I wouldn't want to die and leave burden to somebody that just got here. You feel me? My burden shouldn't be left to them. You feel me? They're gonna create their own. It's just like credit. You didn't help me get this bad credit. If I got it on my own.
Right.
Who gonna help me get out of it? Me. So if I die, I don't want to leave you no bad credit. You feel me? Like
Exactly.
I'm trying to leave you a clean slate plus with some, so you can be like a step ahead of the game.
Yeah.
But I think it's all depending on how we living and what we teaching. You know what I'm saying, the next generation. Some of them don't want to listen. You
Yeah.
know, some of them
And you
think they
know what's
know it.
crazy to me is like everybody jumped on this bandwagon um to freaking what's it called it make this man president. I don't know. Some people thought it was a good idea, whatever, whatever. But these people don't realize that they were just put into a trap. Do you know that when you guys, well, I'm not saying you guys, but when slaves were brought over here, ancestors or whatever, do you know that what they dangled in their faces? They dangled all type of good opportunities, things as far as like thing riches and stuff like that. If they didn't, kidnap them, but they dangled all type of riches, good deeds, things that'll make America attractive, for them to come over here. Um, in that way. That's the way they got them, to come onto those boats and stuff like that. And
The great white lie.
right, right. And so, what do y'all think that this president that y'all just did with those little checks that he gave y'all that one time?
The stimmies.
Hmm. What do you think that was?
What was it? Reparations.
No, it was the
was it,
same
it,
thing.
it was a scam. It was a con.
It was the same thing that they did to them, to our ancestors,
It was a
to try to
con.
get you to vote for those people
They ran
who,
one on us.
yeah, and to for you to think that this man was the greatest person and ever, and mind you, he only gave y'all one. The next president that came gave y'all another one, but also gave y'all monthly. stipends for your kids. But y'all don't care about that. Y'all only cared about the racist one who talks slick, who who also said that he would make the stupidest people love him. The same one that talks about women, the same one who says publicly that he gropes women's crotches, or that he's been on trial for rape, he's been on trial for this, for all this other kind of stuff. The same one that then now all of a sudden been all of a sudden shot at twice, which I don't believe. I believe that first one was a conspiracy theory because his ear was fine after 2 days. Um, one day actually. The same one that some African American people and some Latin people are all of a sudden loving now, and that people made y'all think that they were supporting them, but really didn't. Um, as supposed to be the best candidate ever, but he lost. Another president came in, did stuff, but y'all were so stuck on this other one, y'all didn't see things and didn't let shit like pass and didn't let shit do this. Y'all were so stuck on everything. And then that y'all band together to let this other person in to do the same shit that those slave owners and those people who stole people came in to do to y'all.
When it comes to politics, I look at it like I hear everything you're saying.
Hmm.
I think they all play a similar role. You know what I'm
Oh, they
saying?
all do. I mean, I'm not saying that, but I
It's a
am saying because they all can be better at helping people and they all can do better. But I'm just saying, look at it. Why would so many people want to go after somebody that's clearly and want to vote in somebody that is clearly not for you? Period. They did this shooting thing because, for one, guess who it's going to resonate with?
black folk.
Exactly. For two, these trials. Who is this shit going to resonate with?
Black folk.
Exactly. Those shoes he put out, who is that going to resonate with?
Well, we ain't wearing them like we wasn't wearing Master P Maniotti. So,
I know, but I'm just saying, who did he think that was going to resonate with?
I see them shits and I was like, yo, he got the design from Master P on that.
Right. So, all of that stuff was supposed to resonate with urban people of color. He been working on y'all, and he got you. He got you to come to that motherfucking boat.
Mm, willingly.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
And like he said, he'll always have the dumbest people following him, the stupidest people follow him, and make them love him.
You know, we follow money. So if we see somebody
Exactly.
talking about they stun that money, they got it. Then they you know what I'm saying? Like he can get up there and say some crazy ass shit, and nigga find that shit hilarious and be like, oh, okay, he's cool. You know what I'm saying? We do be going for some sucker ass shit. I ain't gonna lie. I see that
Exactly.
shit on YouTube all
But
goddamn day
but
long.
what I'm
You
but
right.
you listen to what I was saying, how the next president gave you what, one and plus a monthly stipend all the way up until December, of where you were getting an extra $2,000-3,000 a month.
They let them bamboozle. We good for it, ain't we?
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, but you're still stuck on this man, like he gave you a whole bunch of money, but he only gave you one.
Honestly, my presidents really ain't did nothing for me. I look at it the same way every 4 years. No matter if you choose to participate and who you choose to participate for, we probably gonna be going through mostly the majority of the same stuff we go through every 4 years. The
I
gas.
mean, yeah, I mean, I get it. That's not, I mean, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying they picked the worst one that they can pick. You know what I'm saying? Because they got bamboozled. They got they got tricked. They got played just like those Africans did, coming over here willingly because they thought it was going to be something that it wasn't.
You know, I think adding on to that, another part of that that made it go the way it did was that Biden had took too long to back out. You feel me? Because
Hmm.
that didn't give, his vice president enough time to, get
To
things
show who
pushed
she
and
was.
move exactly, move the
Hmm.
show along and,
Yeah.
and do her campaign in the right way because we were still partially thinking, okay, is this who we going with? Joe and Trump. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And then by the time he did, and he went, and I feel like he waited to show us that he couldn't do it. Because when he went and did that debate, it was like, oh no, Joe, come on, Joe, you supposed to come out here fighting. What is this?
No,
You see
but
what I'm saying?
the second debate, he did better. But my thing is, if you're sick or if you have not feeling well or something like that, just don't go. You know what I'm saying? Because really and truthfully, Donald Trump made himself look like an ass on that, but he still was coherent because he was basically lying the whole time, talking about people was eating dogs and cats and all that kind of shit, and not answering questions and going around in circles with his speaking, like he always does. And there is no way people should have thought that he won that, because there was no truth involved. There was no truth involved. Um, but he was just sounding coherent. But if you listen to him, he does not sound like a sane person.
You talking about
But
Trump?
yes, he's not a sane person. He might sound coherent, but he's not sane. And I think a lot of people resonate with that too, is because a lot of black people, as well as just other people, like when people talk shit.
Yeah, yeah.
They like high siding. They like all of that. And so they think that stuff is attractive or whatever. And so that's what they see, and they be like, oh, this nigga cool. This and da 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 da. No, not everybody nigga status. Not everybody can be invited to the barbecue.
Not the catnip dealer.
Mm-mm.
What was
Nope.
that? What was that in the chat? The catnip dealer. He got the catnip for the low. Yeah.
And who is that?
Somebody breezing through in them streets.
Oh, they said, oh, hi. I think they're from Russia.
Hey, catnip, you gonna have to go over here on Courtney page. She about to go live in a second. Make sure you get that info, subscribe, hit her up, cause I'm
You
about to
deal catnip to little old ladies, huh?
and niggas like me, shit. You know what I'm saying? The real catnip, not that catnip. I don't know what he, you know what I'm saying, dealing out there to them old ladies. You know what I'm saying? I got a little cat around here running around. She meowing every time I walk in the room.
So what kind of catnip you dealing to these little old ladies? I hear the damn cat. Ugh, put that thing away.
About to feed this motherfucker. I gotta cook too.
What you gonna cook? Mm.
Probably ain't gonna do nothing but hamburger helper today. Cause we probably, like I told you, I'm make them that real quick. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna hit up this Star Wars. Wait for you to go live. And that shit, that's a night. It's a night. It's a wrap. You know what I'm talking about? Have a nice
So
nightcap.
y'all going to the movies or y'all gonna watch it?
Nah, we watching at the crib. Big screen.
What time y'all gonna do that?
Shit, as soon as they get home, we gonna see how this day went, see how these tests went, you know. have our
Mm,
have our afternoon shindig, and we're gonna get into the formalities of the evening.
mm.
Yeah, little Star Wars skeleton crew, something for the kids they came out with.
Okay, okay.
Disney and them little Disney channels, they try to come out with all these little shows lately to keep people hip to their subscriptions, keep their money flowing, and Marvel done hip with them too, so they keep all these comic book characters and things to prep for these movies that they got coming out next year. So I know they like to catch these little shows. I'm gonna see if they like this new one here.
Well, I already feel like, World War, the next World War is gonna come soon. Um, there may be something that's about to start happening.
Yeah, we had spoke about that catnip. You know what I'm saying? They say they the size of SUVs. So I'm looking at it like, if it's that big, it's probably containing something inside that can do some type of damage or collect so much type of information, or something. Because, drones usually aren't, SUV in size. So
Exactly.
so what's really going on? And you got people believing they could be from Asiatic continents or Iranian continent. So it's like we having them here in our airspace, we should be knowing where they're from and what's going on and why they're in the air. We should have some tactical defense to be able to try to bring them down, or even investigate and follow or some type. That's what I'm looking at. We should have intel and information. When we have this type of information flowing through the internet and we don't know what's going on, what type of look does that look to us, to the people that might have sent it over here? Like they don't even have the technology to, figure out where it's coming from or what's going on.
Exactly. And why do we not have the technology to figure it out? Why were they not detected? Why were they missed?
But this and many other things we will be embarking upon in the late night live. I'm signing off right here, Courtney, and we'll catch you later.
Okay, bye.
All right, I see you in a sec. All
Bye.
right, chat. All right, we'll catch you in a later. Love the audience. Y'all subscribed over there to Courtney's channel. We'll pick back up.